Got to get my right specs. You might be too far away for these.
No, what you got? Plus two. You got 2.5s. What are you rocking? No ones.
These are prescription, man. These are my reading glasses. But I have. Let me see.
Let me try those bad cats on.
Well, let me see. Here you go for these. Those are reading.
Just give me one pair. You don't get them both.
No,
huh?
I think I'd go for the other one, man.
Let me see how I'm looking. Oh.
Huh?
Nope.
No, a little off, right?
Yeah, not bad, but
yeah, this is better. Okay.
Nothing. I don't want to pick a wife out with those on, you know.
Are you getting close?
I mean, I'd like to be married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be, but sometimes it's out of your control, you know.
Yeah. Anything close?
Not that at the moment.
Have you been close?
I think I've been close, man, and I just wasn't like. Just like my heart wasn't in the right spot, my brain wasn't. I was touring a lot, and I wasn't ready to like.
Yeah.
I had 2 wheels out of town, you know.
She kicked you to the curb, or you kicked her, or a little both.
Yeah, I've had them. They've all kicked me. They've all at a certain point kicked me, but I deserve to be kicked.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's tough. I resisted it as long as I possibly could.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you've been married. You've had
we just had our 49th anniversary.
Let's go.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Really a good one. I scored, man.
Yeah. How'd you score that dime?
Oh, I was making a movie called Rancho Deluxe in Montana. And we're shooting in this place called Chico Hot Springs, where they used to do brain surgery there 100 years ago. It's like a hot spring place.
For sure, warm water, that's where I want to be cut open.
Exactly, man, yeah. And I'm sitting there in this hot tub with Harry Dean Stanton on one side and Sam Waterston on the other. And we're doing a scene, and I look across and I see this gorgeous girl with 2 black eyes and a broken nose.
Oh.
And that juxtaposition of that disfigurement and the beauty, you know. Part of the trouble with these interviews like this, because I've done a bunch now, is I end up telling the same story. Now, I'm going to tell the story,
okay,
but it's one of my favorite stories, so I don't mind. But it feels a little funny because I told it so often, you know, so I imagine people say, "Don't tell that fucking story, man."
I've never heard it, man.
So
you and I've never talked
good.
about love, and so so you're sitting in a tub, first of all, with 2 men.
And I'm going to show you something. I think I got it. I usually don't have the thing that goes along with it, but I think I got it in my satchel here. So I'm sitting in there with 2 guys, Harry Dean Stanton, Stan Waterston, see this gorgeous girl with a broken nose and 2 black eyes. I finally get up my nerve to ask her out. Now, you know, asking somebody out, you know, it's tough, isn't it, man?
Oh, it's hard to get your nerve because your nerve, sometimes it feels like it starts at your feet and you got to get it all the way up your body.
And I'm young now. I'm in my 20s, man. You know,
so you're virile.
20s. Yeah, I'm virile, but I'm unpracticed, you know.
Yeah, unrehearsed.
Unrehearsed. And I go up there and I say, "Would you like to go out with me, maybe have dinner or something?" No. I say, "Really?" She says, "Yeah, it's a small town. Maybe I'll see you around, you know." And her prophecy proved true. And at the wrap party of this movie, she showed up and we danced, and that was the done deal. Now we cut 30 years later. We're married, have 3 kids, and I'm going through my mail on my desk. And I get this letter from the makeup man on the show where I met my now wife.
Wow.
And he says, "I was going through my files and I found something that might interest you. It's you talking to a local girl. So I have a photograph that I'm going to show you right now. I think I have it.
Let's see it, huh?
This is a shot of the first words ever spoken between my wife and myself.
Oh, that's a dang hieroglyph of love.
Isn't this a wild thing, man?
Yeah, of course it is.
Right here. And
dude, thank you, bro. That's cool.
This is and this is my prized possession. Let me see if I can find it on my.
Get that thing out.
This is a 2-shot. Here is the moment, and you can see, look at the look on my face. I'm totally cold-cocked here, man. Look, would you like to go out with me? No. Click, the picture's taken. There it is, man.
Bro, you are smitten, dude.
You can tell,
How
can't you?
even from a side angle, you can
You
see.
say, I'm done, man. It's over,
Full Smith. Oh, beautiful.
And so, but I resisted because, we don't want to lose our autonomy, man. We'd like to, and there's so many beautiful girls all over the place.
But
man.
do you think, even while you're saying that, so do you think, thank you for showing me that, and congratulations too, man. Yeah, and it's having love for that long, I think people sometimes don't think that when they get into a relationship, what they do get out of it, if they work it well, is they get love.
Well,
people forget about that part of it. I mean, they may also get other stuff too. But do you think like that's one of the things that keeps a guy from asking a woman out sometimes, is the fear of losing their autonomy without even thinking about that?
That's what. Yeah. So.
Because you usually think it's just general fear, right? Because I never thought about it like that, like we were saying, because I think about, I feel like if I'm going to ask you a lot, I feel like, okay, I'm nervous, right? But I've never thought that the nerves are really just like a deep internal fear, like it's your autonomy showing up and be like, no, we're going to lose it. You think that could be true?
Oh, absolutely. That's what it was with me. I'm in my, prime.
You were prime
dating,
rib.
I was, my career was on the rise, all these beautiful women that were around. And I felt it was like literally like the cartoon where the eyes go out. I was boom in love at first sight. And it was frightening to feel like that.
Yeah.
And so I was torn. And the high that we're looking for, I find, or the one I'm looking for, is intimacy, right? That's what marriage. That's the playing field of intimacy. You're committed for the whole shot, and you say, and I'm just lucky that I found somebody I'm so attracted to, and the intimacy seems to grow. But your question triggered. We lived together for about 3 years, and it was on again and off again. And she says to me, "Hey, I know you love me, and that you have abulia." Now, abulia is a diseased mental disorder that my mother used to tell me, which I have a hard time making decisions.
Oh, yeah.
She was slightly joking with me, both my mom and my wife. Say, I know you have abulia, but I'm going to go back up to Montana where you found me because my biological clock's going off.
Wow.
And I finally worked up, I guess it was courage, or I don't know what it was. I know I prayed on the thing. I got down on my knees and said, okay, marry me. And I had this image of a handful of sand, and there was one little diamond in there, and that was Sue. And if I can't let that diamond go, man, and I gave myself a caveat. I said, you can always get a divorce, man.
That's true.
Just, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So that was my caveat. Now we cut about a week later because Sue says, when do we want to get married? I said, oh, how about this weekend? Because I don't know how long I can hold this thing,
That's a good point. A lot of people put the wedding way too far out.
Oh, man, that would have been torture. So we invite a bunch of our friends over to our little house up in Malibu, up in the hills there, and to get married. Now we cut to Maui. It was the 7 sacred pools. We have our honeymoon there. And I'm looking at this gorgeous scenery, but all I can do is smell the rotting mangoes, man. I'm a pouting.
Yeah.
And she goes, what's wrong? I go, nothing. She goes, oh, let's annul this. I said, no.
It's just bad fruit.
Yeah. Oh, and she put up with that shit for years.
Really, just that bad? Just recognizing the rotten mangoes, huh? Yeah. I feel that, bro.
And thank God she didn't kick me to the curb, and that I finally got with the program and say, nobody fooled me.
What made you get with the program?
Well, I mentioned intimacy. You get so intimate, and you go through so many bad times and good times, and every time you go through a tough time, you either you give it up, or your love and intimacy and connection have to grow to hold that weird thing that was threatening it, you know.
One thing you said, it was like, you're like, I had like a handful of sand and there was like one diamond in
Yeah.
it. It's crazy how many times in our lives, I mean, and really I'm just speaking for myself, I think. And I don't want to speak from like a negative or like downer place, but there's been times in my life where I've had a handful of sand and like one diamond that was like a special person, and I chose the sand. But sometimes I think it was fear, or it was like,
well, as we're talking about the metaphor, it's not so much choosing the sand for me, but it was, I'm going to choose this handful of sand being all the bullshit.
yeah.
Because there's a diamond in there. Maybe, you know what I mean? So I said, I'm going to take, you know, it was it was an unconscious decision on that side. Although I felt it was so strongly that I gave myself that caveat, which is a weird thing to go into a marriage saying you can always get a divorce, man.
But it's not a bad call.
God, I guess not, man. Well,
But it worked. It worked. And
yeah.
obviously if it lasted this long, was there one of the more like, was there like a more pressing moment that came in? Like, yeah, because one of my friends, I was talking with Jared Leto, he and our buddies, we met at the UFC fights, and I was just randomly messaged him and I said, hey, I'm going to be talking with Jeff Bridges, and he said a lot of nice things, and then he said, yeah, how has he had so much luck in love? Like, why does he think his marriage has lasted so long? It's like, yeah, are there like what was one of the tougher moments like that you had to evolve? Because it sounds like you're saying you get to these moments and you either choose to kind of evolve and it adjusts like the volume of your like intimacy,
yeah,
or you choose not to.
Well,
and a lot of us choose not to at times, you know, because it feels safer.
Yeah. Well, there's something that I call, what do I call it? Our primal battle, our primal war that we have. And it's basically, you don't get it. You don't get what it's like having a relationship with somebody like you. You don't get it. You don't understand me at all. And there's such truth in that because none of us really know the other person, really, you know. And what we'll do, we've started doing this, and it's happened now as the years go on less and less, and I kind of almost miss it. And it just happened recently. I said, oh, good, we get to do it again. We'll sit a little closer than we are here and facing each other, and we'll take turns, you know, whoever wants to go first can go first, and the person just says all their feelings, and the other person just listens. They don't think of their rebuttal. Their task is to just receive what that person, and again, it's intimacy, man. Try to get that.
All the feelings about them, about everything?
About everything.
Got it.
And we try not to use, the you message. We try to say, this is how I feel. This is what I feel.
Yeah.
And then the other person does their side and the other person listens, and we go back and forth. That often really scratches the itch in a beautiful way. Sometimes it doesn't, but it's really a cool strategy to deal with the basic thing that you don't understand what I am, what I'm going through. And marriage is a great, like a playing field or a game board to really explore all of those emotions that are so real for all of us, because we're all separate people.
Right.
But we're similar in that we're human beings, we have feelings.
And that's the closest we get. I mean, that's one of the closest relationships that you have. I think to be able to do that with any relationship is pretty cool. But to really look at love as like a playing field, to look at like a relationship with someone else as like a playing field, and let's try this out. Like, let's try out some things to see like just how brave can we get with like our vulnerability or with learning about ourselves. It's pretty cool.
Right. That's right.
And they used to have these things in tribes, like in certain tribes, I don't know which, there's one I'm thinking of specifically, but they would have these kind of dance off things like partners would, and they would like try to like they would dance in front of each other, like kind of process their energies toward each other. It's kind of fascinating. So I kind of related to something like that a little bit.
Well, also, I was saying it's like a playing field or a place to practice relationship, and I find it overflows into my work and making a movie or just being here with you,
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed stuff like
You
that.
use the same thing. Now, I would think what you do, and I'm not as familiar as I might have been with what you're up to, but I Googled you, before I showed up today. I said, God, look at this guy's really into some great interviews. I saw your interview with Mike Tyson. That was a wild one.
It was wild, dude. Dude, he was out of his mind, but he was also the most in his mind.
Oh exactly. He just, and Louis C.K.
Oh, he's one of my heroes, dude.
So you had some great, and you get intimate on these things, and that I bet when you finally find a girl or a guy, whoever which way you're leaning, to connect with in that deep way.
I hope it's a woman.
Who knows?
I'll say this: if it's a guy, I'm gonna be shocked, bro. If they if it's an arranged marriage and it's a guy, dude, I'm gonna email my mom.
Man.
Yeah, dude, I like talking about stuff like that, and it's important. And some of these people, like Louis, is one of my dearest friends in the world.
Oh wow, man!
He's one of the deepest people I've ever met in my whole life.
I thought so. Yeah,
I got to be I went to a party recently, and him and Bob Odenkirk were there. Have you ever got to meet Bob Odenkirk?
Oh no, but I admire him. Yeah,
he was just like, they were talking, dude, and I just got to sit there and listen to them.
Oh, wonderful!
It was like, that was something pretty special. But yeah, it is interesting, because this is the playing field that we get. Sometimes we forget that this is whatever it is, whatever God has intended, or the world, or the energies of whatever, that put us here to have this like a fish coming to the edge of the glass and being able to see, just get a peek out into the universe. This is it.
Yeah, man.
So all the things that we want to do, we have to try them while we're here, even if it's scary, even if it's hard,
yeah, and don't you find, I don't know about you, but I'm addicted to comfort, man. I like to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And the problem with comfort, and maybe it's not even a problem, it's kind of both the problem and the solution. When you're comfortable, you're not growing, you're just relaxing, being comfortable.
It's a coffin, man.
And it's a kind of, it's a coffin.
It's
right?
cozy.
And all these little challenges of life. And I resist these, like marriage, man. I resist this shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be challenged.
Yeah.
I don't want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I notice every once in a while I'll do these experiments on myself. And I say, okay, you feel this way. Now, why don't you just go against that and do something adventurous and challenging, and see what happens, just to fuck around, So I'll do that. And on the other side of that, 99% of the time I say, wow, I got off, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm something other than I thought I was. I didn't think I could do that.
I know.
Isn't that a wild thing?
Yeah, we forget that this is a school, I think. We forget that this is a school, and you kind of just get used to the recess of it.